rejection of the permit for the Satula Energy solar project continues to be a topic of discussion at Scottsbluff County board meetings. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the rejection of the permit for the Satula Energy solar project continues to be a topic of discussion at Scottsbluff County board meetings as supporters and legal counsel for the project continue to press for answers on specific questions. During Monday's comment period from the public, Attorney Kyle Long asked the board about production of a statement of factual findings about the conditional use permit rejection, which is required by state law.
Essentially asked me, had this been done? I said I had not received one yet at this point, and they asked me to come to the commissioners. We need to make sure that we ask for that so we know in the future with what direction the project is going to try to address the concerns as we move forward.
Okay, what's the deadline for that?
The statute says it's supposed to be done in the same, done with the decision. And so
that didn't happen.
I know.
State law allows an applicant whose permit request was rejected to appeal to the district court, and such a statement would be part of the basis of that appeal. In addition, Reginald Preston continued to ask the board on what authority did they impose the moratorium on new renewable energy permits. It was noted during the discussions that several other counties in the state have taken similar actions. Well, administrators at Western Nebraska Community College have started their work on a budget for the upcoming fiscal year. During their June meeting in Alliance, the Board of Governors was told very preliminary figures show the need to close a funding gap of about $1 million. VP of Administrative Services Lynn Koski noted the process this year is somewhat different due to the transition to state funding of community colleges.
We will have some property tax collection in this year, but it's a result of taxes levied for the prior year. So those taxes aren't collected until September. So we'll have about half of the property taxes we levied for fiscal year 24 that will be coming in. And then we move over to the future fund, which is again based on our tax request for the current year, the fiscal year 24, plus a 3.5% increase.
Koski said staff will be looking at how to close the gap, whether through reductions in funding requests or other sources of revenue that could be used. College President Greg Dart told the board they will be updating the governors monthly on the progress of their budgeting work. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Tri-City Stormwater would like to remind parents and kids that after all the fireworks have gone off, take time to pick up and clean your litter. Without your help, firework packaging and paper can clog our storm drains, and the residual metals and toxic chemicals enter and pollute our waterways. Fireworks are a great way to celebrate our freedom, and with a little help, we can keep our water free of pollution. It's our water, our responsibility.
Welcome back. A 35-year-old Alliance man makes his first court appearance following a deadly October drunk driving crash that killed his passenger. On Tuesday in Box Butte County Court, Jacob Stone was arraigned on charges including manslaughter and motor vehicle homicide with a prior DUI. Online court records show that Stone was driving 82 miles per hour before crashing into a vehicle at the intersection of Flack and 10th Street on October 4th. Stone's passenger, 28-year-old Dagan Pierce, suffered severe head trauma during the crash and never regained consciousness, leading up to his October 22nd death. Prosecutors say that Stone has 4 prior DUI convictions and his blood alcohol content was .266 following a blood draw from the crash. Jacob Stone is slated to be back in court on July 9th for an appearance with counsel. Well, the Scottsbluff-Gehring United Chamber of Commerce has finally officially announced the appointment of Jody Llewellyn as their new executive director. Llewellyn brings a wealth of experience and dedication to the role, having been an integral part of the chamber for the past decade. Llewellyn said she can't wait to help the chamber reach new heights and help communities grow together. Llewellyn's appointment marks a new chapter for the chamber, promising continued support for local businesses and fostering collaboration. And the Cherry County Sheriff's Office has announced an arrest following a deadly hit-and-run crash involving a cyclist participating in the Tour de Nebraska event Saturday morning on Highway 20 west of Valentine. The Tour de Nebraska, an annual 5-day bicycle ride established back in the late 80s, is a 350-mile event showcasing the beauty and friendliness of Nebraska's countryside. KNOP News says the Nebraska State Patrol, as well as the Grant, Hooker, and Arthur County Sheriff's Office, assisted in the investigation.
Pet waste and water don't mix. Animal waste decomposes in water, releasing nutrients, which deplete the oxygen fish and other life need to survive and encourage harmful algae growth. Animal waste also has disease-carrying bacteria, making contaminated water unusable. It's easy to prevent pet waste pollution. Simply pick up your pet's waste and dispose of it in a trash can, and avoid letting your pets defecate within 200 feet of our community's waterways. Tri-City Stormwater reminds you it's our water, our responsibility.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Ag Desk. Scottsbluff Body and Paint, you're driving home a reputation.
Alex Makovica on the Rural Radio Network. Today we are joined by Sierra Dugan. She farms with her family near Leonardville, Kansas, and we're going to get an update on all things happening with your family's operation. Sierra, you guys are in full swing with wheat harvest. Bring us up to speed on how that's going.
Wheat harvest is going very good. It is very hot. We did just get some rain, though, the other night, and we're supposed to get some rain today. So we're kind of at a standstill right now. We just have, I don't know, maybe less than 50 acres left of wheat to go. And I've been amazed. This is probably the highest yielding year that I've ever seen on our operation.
Yeah, I was going to dive into that. What does the crop look like this year?
Some places, so we have a couple different places, and they're, I don't know, probably like 10 miles apart, and they're varying depending on how much rain they had got. And what we just came from was going anywhere from 80 to 100 bushels an acre. And then we just moved to our home place, and it's anywhere from 50 to 70. So it's just kind of ranging. But that 100 bushel, that is crazy to go through and cut. You're going super slow because it's just that good.
That's unbelievable. Probably, I imagine, maybe the first time you've seen that in your time being involved, I would guess.
Yeah, that's the first time that I've ever seen that good. I've seen it when it's 20, and now I get to see it at the highest at 100. So that's pretty unreal.
So walk us through the growing season. What were some high and low points that you guys saw this year?
So over the winter, I don't know if anybody else has that superstition or, you know, that witch tale or whatever you may call it, that wheat needs to die 9 times to be really good. And I think it probably hit that this year. But there wasn't a lot of snow. Rain was a big variable, and then it got super hot, super fast. So that last couple weeks of just drying out, um, I'm glad it held off when it did because I think it just made it that much better.
Sierra, you have a big involvement on your family's operation. It's not your full-time job, but walk me through how you get to be involved in that family operation.
Honestly, it's a pretty seasonal thing as I have moved into my own family in another state, started my own family, but I get to come home whenever I want. I'm welcomed. I'm loved to have here. I get to just come home, jump in the combine and start rolling. And, I came home and my dad was going to cut and I needed to run the grain cart and it was just didn't miss a beat. So, uh, it's great to be back home with family. And this family farm, it's 7 generations, so it really does stretch a long ways back. And I can't wait to keep seeing what our family continues to do.
So cool. We're joined now by Sierra Dugan of Leonardville, Kansas, talking about this year's wheat harvest, talking about the crops. What other things do you and your family grow?
So we basically only do row crops. So we do soybeans, corn, and wheat. That is it right now. We just added in wheat as of last year. Last time we did it was probably early 2000s when I was just little. And last year's corn, that was great. This year we did some corn again. Really excited to see how that goes. And we just got in some double crop beans, and that's a 50-50 shot on how well that'll go through the summer.
Excellent. Well, Sierra, I want to be respectful of your time, but what else is important to mention that we haven't had a chance to touch on?
I know it's really hot, and just keep drinking your water and just keep everybody safe. No matter how fast you think things need to move. The important thing is safety. The important thing is stay hydrated and stay out of the sun as much as you can. That's all I got.
All right, that's Sierra Dugan joining us. She's a 6th-generation farmer on her family's 7-generation farm in Leonardville, Kansas. Sierra, thanks so much.
Thanks, Alex.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Let's take a look at your midweek community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Santa in the pool? Oh my! Renewal by Anderson's incredible Christmas in July 2024 event is so great that even Santa is shocked. 20% off, no money down, no interest, no payments for 18 months. No payments until 2026. Windows, patio, and entry doors from Renewal by Anderson. And Renewal's Acclaim and Ensemble lines are the best of the best. Imagine no payments until 26. Please visit rbawyoming.com now. It's Christmas in July at Renewal by Anderson. It's so good even Santa is shocked.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, 33 members of the Scottsbluff High School math team will be heading to Las Vegas this Saturday for the Mu Alpha Theta National Convention. Mu Alpha Theta is the National High School and two-year college mathematics honor society. Last year, the SHS math team attended the convention in Fayetteville, Arkansas for the first time and placed 10th overall, the highest a first-year team has placed at the contest. These students will take 5 to 7 competition exams over the course of 4 days. In addition, they will enjoy a social outing, tour, and show organized by Mu Alpha Theta at the Sphere on July 10th. Well, that does it for us this time. Have a great Independence Day weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.